My biggest fear has always been picking up your CV, writing application, going to look for a job. I've been in the space for almost 10 years. There are times where it's been emotional. There are times I wanted to stop this TV altogether. I was a bit disappointed. I was pained. I was asking myself, what next? The world is moving really fast, and if you decide to sulk and then sit in your misery and not make a move, by the time you realize it's been 10 years and you're still at the same spot. So just make a move.
The Miss Malaika story, right? Do you regret not winning?
I really do not give up. And from being a bit disappointed and all of that to now coming back to co-host that same show that put me out there, I always say God had a reason. Do not allow the glitz and glam of the space make you think that it's all rosy. No, there are days you cry. Don't allow anyone, not even for the biggest of opportunities, allow them take advantage of you. And not everything looks as good as it seems. So if you get carried away easily by, I'll put you on TV, I'll make you a superstar overnight, that's a red flag. Because nobody becomes a superstar overnight. Really?
Yeah, I'm shy. All right. Anita, you're welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a privilege. You were not so difficult. You were not difficult at all.
Yeah, I'm not a difficult person, honestly. Yeah.
What influenced you to say yes? I know I asked someone to text you and all that, but why did you say yes?
Well, even though I'm quite particular about the kind of platforms I decided to hop on, I think that it was partly because of who also contacted me and the fact that I've seen your content as well. And I'm like, okay, it's not a bad platform to be on. So why not?
Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So for the next 1 hour, we'll be talking.
1 hour?
Yeah.
Hey.
You'll be fine. Don't worry. We can pause. You can go and eat and come. We'll continue.
Okay, that's cool then.
We want to know who Anita Akuffo is. Like when we're coming, I told you, we did a research about you, but there are a few things we want to hear from you directly.
Okay.
Right? There's so many videos we have about you on the internet. And anytime I watch some of them, when I was watching some of them, there were questions I was having from them, and I just want to follow up on those things. But for the person that just chanced on this video, watching for the last few seconds, they'll be probably wondering, who's this lady? Why is she on Unscripted with Regan? Who is Anita Akuffo? And I don't want the job title. She's a TV presenter. Who is Anita?
Who is Anita? Okay, no job titles.
We don't want just that.
Okay, I should add more to it, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a broadcaster, a trained one.
Okay.
And I've been in the space for almost 10 years. And apart from that, I do a bit of working with brands, marketing, advertising, and all of that on the side as well. I'm a very introvertly extroverted person. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
Yes.
I get it, yeah.
There are times I want to be in my shell. I don't want to talk. And in the last few weeks, I've been in that space. I'm just minding my business. It's a work home kind of life so far. And so, on days I want to come out of my shell, I do come out of my shell. And there are people that help me do that. But I'm a very quiet person and a very shy person. When I tell people, they don't believe it. They don't believe it when I say I'm shy. But I'm a very shy person. And I love life.
Okay.
I do love life. I'm grateful for life. Every single time I step out of the house, I'm able to get to work, come back home safely. Those are the little things I'm grateful for. I wake up and I can see. I wake up and I have something small to eat. I'm able to walk. That's how my life is. So it's not about the big things. It's about the small things that make me happy. So I'll tell you in a nutshell, that is who I am.
The videos I watched about you, there was one thing that ran through all of them. And I was like, this is someone that is very, very simple.
Yeah.
You know how you come off very beautiful, the way you're dressing, the things you have on. Someone will see you like, hey, Charlie. But then from the videos, like, you're going to circle to get some of these things. And the advice we were giving the women, which I really liked, was at the beginning, I think your talk at Unimark, you mentioned that at the beginning, you don't need to spend so much on clothes. You can go to Accra and just go and buy this. What made you do things like that at the beginning of your career? Why did you decide that I want to dress very nice, but I'm not going to just spend anyhow? And I'm sure if you don't even tell people, they wouldn't even know that I took this from Accra.
Yes, I think when I was in school, that was somewhere level 200 or about. Of course, my parents were still taking care of me and I didn't have the means to say that I'm going to a boutique to buy this outfit. But I wanted to look good. but on a budget.
Right.
And so sometimes after school, I'll go through Circle. That was my, normal commute. And then you see the ladies and then the guys selling sometimes sneakers or heels, very affordable ones. You can get some as low as like 10 cities, 20 cities, bend down. So I'll pick a few of them and then make it happen. And if I don't tell you, like you're saying, you never know that I picked it from probably the roadside. And it's how you put it together. So that's when I started realizing that there's something about styling that a lot of people do not realize. That you can even style the most least expensive item and make it look expensive. That is not you being fake. That is you slaying on a budget, honestly. Right. And so that's basically been my style. And I'm a very simple person, like you mentioned. I don't like doing too much. So for my glam team like this, when they're doing something and sometimes I feel like this is too much, I'll tell them and they're like, no, try and be different. I'm like, no. So I like the simple things, but it's how you carry it, how you make it look good. Yeah, that's it for me.
When I was a kid, growing up, my mother would go to Accra, she'll come back, she'll go and buy this plenty clothes. And when she comes, she'll call my sister and I'll be like, Kofi, how much do you think I bought this? We'll mention 50 cedis, 70 cedis. She'll be like, no, 6 cedis, 8 cedis. And I used to watch and be like, is she not cheating this market woman? Because you see it and you can't even tell.
Yeah.
You can't even tell. Now, my follow-up question to that is, in a space like this media space where there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of pressure to look good, to come off as rich. You know how people perceive celebs or maybe TV hosts, some of them, right? I
like the word perceive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you do it? Because if you are going to, you mentioned during COVID, you still used to do that. And thankfully there was COVID, so you wear your nose masks and all that. Because it takes a certain kind of humility to do that with a certain level you get to.
I don't know if I would want to call that humility. But, the thing is, a lot of people tend to think that once you're on television, you have to live a certain kind of life. I've always been on the other side of the coin because if I can't afford it, I can't show myself. Right. Like, you get it.
Yeah.
And I won't allow certain things to also push me to do things that are beyond me, things that ordinarily I wouldn't want to do just because I've seen someone do it. And I always believe that same way the things I'm able to afford now, which someone may also not be able to afford, but previously I wasn't able to afford it.
Right.
And now I'm able to. It means that the things that I see other people do that probably I'd want to do, in the next few years, I may be able to afford it. So why not give time some time? Take it a step at a time and then make it happen. So I always tell the young girls that if you see me wear a certain outfit and you force yourself to get the same outfit, probably your parents will give you the money or you can afford it, which is perfect. But if you cannot, for all you know, that outfit was given to me for free. You get it? And so I'm always very blunt about it that some of the outfits I wear, they are for free. I don't pay a dime for it. My designer will make them for free. I'll get fabrics for free. Shoes, they'll give me for free. Hair, they'll style it for me for free. So if you want to live that same lifestyle and you can't afford it, you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. And I wouldn't want that pressure to come from you. So anytime someone comes under my post and they go like, hey, Muma, your pressure. I'm like, I'm not giving anybody pressure. I'm doing what I can sustain. If I can't sustain it, I won't even start it in the first place. And so you can be inspired. So I like when people say that, okay, I've been screenshotting your pictures for later when I can be able to make that same outfit or probably afford it. I'm like, that's good. Don't force yourself now. And so I think that we need to move away from that whole people thinking that everything that we have on is from our pockets. Because if we decide to afford everything and buy everything, some of us will need to come back and tell you guys, please set up a GoFundMe and then, just put together one CD for us so that we can just keep it up. If not, we can't.
Well, for the people watching, please go to her Snapchat, subscribe. Because, I've said that.
Now even my Snap, I've really toned down. I don't post as much as I used to.
If you see her Snap post and you see the person, you'll be like, wow. Anyways, let's get into the conversation. From the videos I watched, it didn't look like media was something you had in mind. Like, it was not, you were not so focused on media. It looked like you happened to go there, right? How was the first experience into media?
My first experience as in proper TV production, I didn't like it.
Why?
I didn't like it. One, I didn't like my outfits. I didn't like my makeup. I didn't like my hair. It was more of an impromptu thing.
Okay.
So I had gone for the audition and all of that, but as in being put on TV, I got the call sort of last minute. And so the outfit I wore for my very first live TV show, it was an outfit I had worn for the grand finale of Miss Malaika.
Oh.
Yes, and that hair I had on, I remember it was some shorts. That time I cut my hair and I had this. That picture, if I show it to when people see, no, I'm not even going to. That picture is so bad. And so I didn't really like it. And to date, I think that I don't know if the visuals are online or something. I really do not know.
You pray it is not, eh?
I'm hoping it's not, because that was somewhere 2015. That's like 10 years ago. It's been 10 years. So yeah, I didn't like it at all, but I still made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first of many TV experiences that I've had so far. And so everything happens for a good reason, even though I didn't really like it. But yeah, be funny, sir.
But before media, what were you doing?
Actually, even when I got into media, I was still in school. Yeah. So the thing about me was that when I got into GIG, so now Unimark,
yeah.
And I wanted to pursue journalism and all of that. I think I said this too many times. Yes, my dad didn't support me. Now he does. He's one of my biggest cheerleaders now. And I was thinking, already I've been conditioned to believe that this whole journalism thing, it doesn't pay.
Mm-hmm.
That was my mindset then. It doesn't pay, and it's difficult to get a space in this whole media stuff. And so I sat down and I thought about it that, okay, as at 2014, I'm now going to wait till 2017 when I'm done with school before I come and join that long queue to find some form of employment in any media house. And I didn't want to do that. So what I decided was that, okay, I'm trying to look for a media house that will not ask me to bring my CV because I didn't have one, but find any means available that is legit to get into the space. And so I chanced on Miss Malaika. Luckily, I had done Miss Akuffo in 2012, but that wasn't like on television or anything like that. So I found out, okay, Miss Malaika belongs to Charterhouse. They have a TV station, GH1. If I go and people see me, or even the people who work at GH1 themselves, they notice me that I can talk, I can do television. They will put me on TV. So that was my mindset going into the pageant. But of course, going into Miss Malaika, of course, the car, the cash, the crown, all of those things are juicy stuff that as a young girl, I won't mind having, especially when I put in the work and I get it. So that's how I ended up going for the pageant, went to audition, went through the process. I didn't win, but it opened a bigger door for me. That is getting into the media space. So that's how I was in level 200, but my career in TV presenting started.
The Miss Malaika story, right? I had a question when I was watching the video. Did you regret winning? Not winning, sorry. Did you regret it?
At that time, I was pained. I was pained because, I was one of the few people that was tipped to win on the night. I had a good performance, and I think I had been consistent throughout the pageant and all of that. And, everything went by so fast. By the time I realized, I was backstage and I had my head on the chair I was sitting on. And then my other ladies were on the stage, when the announcement was about to be made. And I was just telling myself, wow, Anita, you've actually gone through this. You didn't win. You're going back home. Your daddy told you that this thing that you're going into, that nothing comes out of it and all of that. So I was a bit disappointed. I was pained. Okay, I was asking myself, what next? What are you going to do from here? So afterwards, we're camped in the house. Mm-hmm. And I had to go back home. I remember it was a Sunday when I went home. My parents had come back from church and my dad was like, oh, you're back. Welcome. What did you bring?
Where's the car?
What did you bring? I remember so well. So I just walked past him after greeting. I went into my room. I just slept because I was tired from, the grand finale and all of that. So I was just, waiting to see what God would do, basically. Yeah, I was out with the pageants and I had school too. Yeah. I was still in school. I had missed some IAs. I had to go back, write exam. Oh God, it was a lot.
I don't want to be in that position. Now, from not winning to later on co-hosting.
Yeah.
Was it Miss Malaika?
Yeah, it was Miss Malaika. I came back to host. Then fast forward, came to TV3 and then got on to Ghana's was beautiful.
How did it feel? Because I think that's like a beautiful moment.
So every time I see it this way, from being a bit disappointed and all of that to now coming back to co-host that same platform, that same show that put me out there. I always say God had a reason. Probably He wanted me to be in that space and in the shoes of the several ladies that later on I would be some kind of an inspiration or a mentor to, and also a host that they would look at me and say that, oh, Anita came, she didn't win, but see what is happening.
Yeah.
And be inspired to look at other angles that come with the pageant. And so whenever I'm on any platform, or even when I was on Miss Malaika co-hosting with Bella, I always knew that, no, God made me come here for a good reason. Because my year, I was the last person to be mentioned to join the ladies for the grand finale. So I was this close to not making it. And I remember when my name was mentioned, I went on my knees. I was so shaken that I was like, hey, I'm going to miss this opportunity because I really wanted to be on that grand finale stage, But so anytime I have to take the ladies through that grill and that suspense, trust me, I don't enjoy it because I know how it feels.
But you have to do it.
You have to do it because you have your producers telling you in your ears, no, like, don't do it now. Especially when you have to mention either the winner or who has qualified to be part of the finalists and all of that. And they want the suspense. I don't like it. Because, see, it's not a joke because there's a lot going on in your head. And already there are a lot of people watching you, not just in the auditorium, but millions of eyeballs are watching from their homes. And it's tough. It's tough, but, well, sometimes I have to put my emotions aside.
Do the work.
And do the work. The job is the job. And so I make it happen, and then last, they'll be fine. Yeah, I was also fine after everything, so you'll be fine. Yeah.
As John Rella came here 2 days ago, she went for Miss Malika. You also went for Miss Malika.
Funny enough, when she was part of Miss Malika, I was co-hosted with Bella.
Oh.
So I saw her from day one through to
Interesting. I don't know the story of other people yet, but is that entry to media, like being on a TV, for most people, is that a shortcut?
It depends. If you want it, you will get it. Some people want it also and they don't get it. So I think it's more of grace and you being in the right place at the right time. And when it's meant to happen, it will happen.
Right.
I could have gone through that process, wanted to be on TV, blah, blah, and it may have not happened. Yes. So I think it's more of grace and getting the right people to hold your hands. So when we started the whole Miss Malaika journey, the very first shoot we had, I realized a lot of the ladies were struggling with the profile shoot.
Okay.
So it was more of you writing about yourself, having, a well-structured profile of yourself, coming to sit in front of the camera, and there are a lot of people behind, the ladies as well, everybody watching you, and you delivering your lines. So a lot of the ladies had gone before I came, let's say 5 or 6 ladies. And I told myself, this thing that I am coming to do is going to be one take for me because I'm here, I'm on a mission. And guess what? After my recording, it was just one take. One of the ladies, Apefa, I always mention her name. She looked at me and she was like, I'm going to put you on TV. And from that moment, I knew within myself that I was this close to achieving the reason why I came here.
Yeah.
You get it. And so whatever platform you're put on, if you want to be on television, let's say you come for Ghana's Most Beautiful, and at the end of the day, you want your talent or your abilities to shine through right from day one. Start showing it. The right people will see it and then want to tap into that talent. But if you think that because you're on TV, it means that you'll be put on TV, I'm not sure it will work that way.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Getting into media now, maybe your TV career, you started and everything. I think one thing most people talk about is negative news thriving here in Ghana.
Okay.
Right? I mean, with social media and all that. People like negativity.
Oh, well, they do.
If tomorrow somebody hears that Anita have done something, has taken some one CD from someone, it will trend
see,
right
they'll be looking for the information. But I see when I post my brands and things,
they'll not mind you.
Oh, it's normal. We've gotten used to it.
Right. How did you feel when you were getting into a space like that? Did you think, hey, I need to burn certain bridges to be able to achieve what I want? Because when we spoke to Kobiche, he started his journey because he wanted to do positive journalism. Right?
Yeah.
That's a tough road to go. Because most of these influencers, or let me say some of the influencers now, thrive. They start, sharing negative news. They get the numbers and now try to go the positive side. How did you feel about this thing when you were beginning?
So when I was starting, I knew the family I'm coming from. See, get into trouble now. Who, my mom or my dad will come and follow you and then you taking you up and down. No. Because nobody sent me. This is a path I chose for myself. That is not to say that if any thing comes up or whatever, they are not going to support me.
Right.
No, but sometimes you should also look at the family you're coming from. Know the kind of parents you have. And for me, it was not even up for a conversation because my dad especially had his own reservations about this career that I wanted to choose. And so it was up to me to either confirm his worries or make sure that I convince him that whatever you thought, that is not the case.
Right.
So I can't even, come and misbehave and want to be thriving on negative news. It works for some people. It may not work for some people. Probably it may not have worked for me if I decided to go that route. So for me, it was not even part of my thinking. No, it was more of stay in my space, do what I'm supposed to do, get it done, get paid, go home.
Simple.
Yeah.
How do you handle being popular? Can we call you a celebrity?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Relax. I know why you answer like that.
I get really uncomfortable when people go like,
I know.
No, so you see, we get a lot of things wrong. What I do for being on television, it comes with attention. It comes with people knowing you. It comes with you being out there and then someone say, oh, hi, the lady we see on TV. But, that celebrity tag, I don't think we should all be carrying on personally, I don't carry it on my shoulders.
Yeah.
If you say I'm a public figure, I'll take it. If you say I'm a journalist, I'm a broadcaster, I'll take it because I went to school for that.
Okay.
So you get it. So if you want to take that tag of me, that professional tag, and give me a tag that I think I still have a lot more years ahead of me to be able to attain it, I think it's not right.
Okay, so who's a celebrity?
Oh, Jackie Appiah is a celebrity. Because if Jackie Appiah is in, let's say, the US or any other part of the world, there are people who make her out.
Okay.
I may go to Nigeria and be able to walk around and nobody will know that, hey, this is Anita. You get it. Some people may know, but not everybody. So who else will I even give that tag? I think we have like Stoneboy.
Right.
Sarkodie. You get it. These people, Shatawale, these people are like proper celebrities. They are celebrated for different reasons. Their impact, it transcends the borders of Ghana. And so for me, I want some other person would want to take that tag, which is perfectly fine as well. But for me, I don't think I'm there yet. Yeah.
I got the reaction I wanted from you from asking that question. Don't mind me. How do you handle being like the public, like being a public figure and people, their attention? Because I know sometimes it can be draining. There's the emotional side of it. Sometimes actually you are just tired.
This issue. I'm glad that you mentioned sometimes you are tired. See, there are days that I've stepped out and I just want to probably grab something, quickly and come back home. And then even when you've disguised yourself, you've worn your glasses, you are wearing your scarf, just long, outfits and all of that. There are people who still make you out because they know you. No matter what you do, they know you. It comes with a job. So it's one thing that I've accepted. And even one time, I think I went to the hospital with my mom. She wasn't well. And she had to run some tests and all of that. And guess what? While we were waiting for the results and she was in pain and I was trying to make sure that she's okay, some of the nurses came to me and they're like, oh, let's take a picture. One lady was like, oh, today's even my birthday. And you know what? My mom was just watching it. She was smiling, but I felt really uncomfortable because this is the hospital. I've brought my mom. So later when I was like, your people now. She was like, oh, it's normal. But sometimes people get excited and I understand it. They watch you on TV and they feel like you are such a distance away. There's no way they'll get to meet you. They want to see you and be sure that what they see you on TV, is that how you look in person? So they get excited and carried away when they see you and they want a picture to also go show their people that I actually met her. So I understand it perfectly. I'll do the same if I meet people I love. I would want to get a picture. I may lose my steez and composure and then want to do all of that. So it's normal, but there are days that I may not be well. There are times I've turned down people in a very nice way, especially when maybe I'm not well. For that one, I'll tell you, sometimes I can't even force a smile. I'll let you know that I beg you, probably next time when I come here again, we'll take as many pictures as you want us to. So it's about how you go about it and let people understand that, okay, I'm not in the best of situations or positions now. So let me just, today, let me just get away with it.
It gets very emotional sometimes.
It does. It really does get emotional. Quite recently. So one lady that I learned she's been wanting to meet me right from when she was in senior high school and all that. So her family and all that, they are aware that, oh, she really likes me. And when she saw me, I posted that video on social media and people were like, why is she crying? I'm like, you have no idea how I felt when even some of my favorite people followed me. Even the time they followed me,
that's true.
I was already out there and someone would see me and be excited. But me too, I was excited when someone followed me back. The likes of Sarkodie Shatawal. When I found out that, okay, Sarkodie was following me on Instagram and X, you should see me at home. I was jumping, I was excited. So you see, it's human emotions and we should allow people express themselves however they want to. You can't suppress how someone is supposed to be excited about certain things. The same way you get a new shoe and be excited about it. Someone will get a new shoe and just throw it somewhere and not really, probably they have too many of them, but someone will also meet, let's say either me or any other TV personality, and that's the first time in like 25 years or 30 years of their life that they've met someone on television. And that means a whole lot to them. And so we have to allow people express themselves any which way they want to. Sometimes for us on the other side, it's a bit overwhelming, but you just have to be calm and then manage it nicely. Yeah.
You know, I asked this question to Ajwa too, because recently I went to KNUST. Excuse me. We've been doing this podcast for about a year, and a couple of these students have been watching. So we're going to get food from somewhere, and then I hear someone shout my name. Now, I don't like attention. I don't even know why I chose this thing. I heard someone shout my name, so all my guys stand, and the guy came. You know, he was so excited to see Reagan. He was like, he saw the hair, and I started cringing. I don't know.
Why are you cringing?
I'm coming. I don't know how to handle that. It's leading to a question. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, hey, Charlie, what's going on? Like, I didn't know what to do. And this guy opened one of our latest video at that time was with Derek. He opened, he was like, boss, this you, right? I'm like, yeah. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
What did you do for? Yeah. Like, and in my head, so like, we finished, it was like, wanted to take a picture. As if that was not enough. The Saturday we did the event, we finished, and one guy met my co-founder, and he was like, Sam, did Reagan come with you? I want to touch him.
Yeah.
Then when they came to tell me that story, for a second, I paused because already I don't like the attention, right? So it becomes a bit weird.
Yeah.
I took this guy's phone because he wants my number. My picture was his wallpaper.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Charlie, is it what the attention comes with? And my paper was his DP. Now, my question is, in instances, like for someone like me, because I don't like the attention, I just want to pass, you know, just go, feel free and all that. What's the communication like if you meet someone like that and maybe, like you mentioned, you're introvert, you're extrovert. Sometimes it's difficult to maybe even engage in a conversation. They just want to rant and, you know, just talk. How do you go about it?
So for me, I will allow you to go on and on. Tell me whatever you want to tell me. I'll engage you to an extent, find out about you. Sometimes, especially when they bring in social media, oh, I follow you. I'm like, oh, let me see. If I can follow you back, I'll follow you back. And you have no idea sometimes the impact that few seconds probably you spend with a person will make. Trust me. So I'm like, it's not like you're spending the whole day with this person. So just make a little time. Unless, let's just say I'm on the job. There was a time I think we were in Kumasi for Ghana's Most Beautiful for the launch. And a lot of people came around, myself and Cookie, and we're still working. And so for that, the crew had to come in and even tell them that we're working, we're on a live production, so you guys should take your time when we're done. So you see, in such an instance, there's nothing I can do about it. But when it's a normal day and then I meet a few people, oh, hi, hello, take a few pictures here and there. Oh, I'll make time for that. Sometimes, see, you just want to finish what you're doing and leave. It's normal human, behavior. There are days, see, I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to see anyone. I just want to be home. Or there are days I don't even want to get up and go to work. I have those days. But you see, the same energy I get when I come on television or when I come to the studio and I see the cameras, I see my co-host, I see the team, and I'm gingered, is the same way I feel like, oh, just spend a little time with people who love you for what you do. And then just give them a little bit of attention. And then, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Woolen.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. The next question, you mentioned your role model was Kwame Sefakai.
Yeah, I love him.
Used to hear his voice.
I love him.
I hope my question makes sense. Do you think you're on I think you said you wanted to be like him, if I'm correct. Do you think you're on the path of being like Kwame Sefakai, or do you think things have changed?
Can I become like him? I doubt.
Okay.
So my inspiration when it comes to the legendary Kwame Sefakai, it's his voice, the command over the English language.
Right.
How it's radio, you're listening to him, but you can relate so much that I don't know how he does it, but there's just something about him that I absolutely love. So I grew up watching and listening to him, like I've said previously. Every morning from primary all through to senior high school, I woke up every morning to his voice, my dad and my mom. Till date, my mom still listens to him. And recently when he went off for a while, my mom kept asking, now, if I can wear she kept asking every single time. And I'm like, I also haven't heard much. Probably he's on some kind of break because doing this early morning thing is not a joke. And so he's taken a break of some sort. And so it's the zeal with which he does what he does as well. Early morning is not a joke. Having to be on radio, I did TV early morning, that 6 a.m. news thing for over a year when I was at GH1. And see, the struggle to get out of bed. So my admiration for people who do morning radio and television, it's here. Especially for the ladies, having to wake up and make sure that your face looks fresh. And sometimes even after the makeup, it still shows that it will show. So for the men the men and women who are on radio, and you have to be able to be excited in the morning, play good music, and whoever is driving to work, whoever is getting ready to go to work, they listen to you and you give them that morning boost is not a joke. And so it's the energy with which he does what he does and the excitement that I get so much inspiration from. And the fact that after all these years, his relevance, you hardly hear anything, all of those dramatic stuff. No. He just does his work and then that's it. And so he's such a big inspiration for me. And I think one other person that I listen to in the mornings that now I'm sad about the fact that I don't really get to hear from him in the morning, Andy Dosty. I'm an entertainment person, so I was listening to him almost every time in the morning on Daybreak Hits. And then, so those two people, they add something to morning radio. Yeah.
I agree. Do you think you were born for media? The reason I'm asking this is some people are very shy of camera. They don't think they can be behind the camera. When I started, I was like that. So when I used to record videos on my place, I would prefer my people set the camera and just leave me because
really,
if I'm alone, I'm even happy because when I'm talking, I get shy and I start to overthinking. Okay. Do you think we were just born for camera? Do you believe certain people are born for camera or you can be trained?
Yes, there are people who are born for camera and there are people who can be trained. I think I was born for it, but I didn't even know. So I come from a family that we like pictures. See, my dad loves pictures. When we were kids, we used to go to church together. After church, every single Sunday, he'll make sure the church photographer gets us like a family photograph. My grandparents are also very photo freaks. So when you go to my grandparents' house, you see pictures of myself and my cousins, So I come from a family that loves the camera. But I didn't know that I could stand in front of people and confidently talk So senior high school, at some point, I had to read the news in front of the school. And that's where my assistant headmaster discovered that, he thinks that I should focus on this. And so I think that's where I realized that, okay, I can do this. But I think I've always had it. I've always been confident when it comes to talking in front of people. I don't care who's around. I'll still talk. You get it? Yeah. And unlike you, when there are people around, that is my confidence.
Interesting.
Yeah. So on days where probably I have to set the camera myself and record, sometimes I have to do multiple takes. But when there are people around,
right.
Yes, I think I work with the adrenaline that comes with people watching you. So it works for me.
That's cool. Now, let's talk about the journey. You finished Miss Malaika, you got into media, GH1. What was it like? What were certain places you entered into before getting to where you are right now?
Okay, so my first TV experience, it was with Solid Multimedia.
Okay.
Shouts to Stip and the entire team at Solid Multimedia. So they held me down for all the years when I started. And it was a production company. So I come in, I record, and then it's aired on television. And then from there, I moved to GH1. That was lifestyle. Then I branched into proper news till I came to TV3. So I've worked at 3 different places.
In 10 years, right?
Yeah, in 10 years.
Do you have any regrets in this 10 years?
Oh, no, I don't.
Career-wise?
Oh, no, I don't. I don't have any regrets. Career-wise, no, I don't. I think I've been one of the luckiest people in this space because my biggest fear has always been picking up your CV, writing application, going to look for a job. It's been my biggest fear. Till date, it is still my biggest fear. But I see the fact that I haven't had to apply for a job. And it's not about even connections. And all the people that have held my hands, they are women.
Okay.
Is the reason I'm saying I'm very lucky, because it takes only the grace of God for another woman to see you and go like, oh, this talent you have, I want to tap into it. I want to see you flourish. I want to see you get to a certain level. And so it's been one, push after the other. And so I don't have any regrets at all. Every single platform I've been on, it's been a stepping stone to another greater height. It's been a roller coaster. There are times it's been emotional. There are times I wanted to stop this TV altogether. Oh yes, I've had those moments. Not in the last 5 years, but
like when you started.
When I started, there were times I felt like this thing crowd.
Why?
You get it.
Why
do I want to do it? It wasn't regret. It was more of wanting to get it a certain way that I wasn't getting.
Okay.
But it took time and then it happened.
So it's just a matter of being patient.
Yes, being patient.
And a lot of people are not.
A lot of people aren't, honestly.
Yeah. For the women watching you, right? I think you said something on Talking on the Cook Rice. Please check that guy's podcast.
Yeah, shout out to Derek.
Derek is doing a good job. You said something there about when people look up to people, most of the time they focus on the wrong things. Oh, I like the shoes she's wearing, the heels she's wearing and all that. For the women looking up to you who want to be like Anita, what would you tell them?
I'd say be inspired when it comes to my journey and the fact that I don't give up. I really do not give up. And, you don't have to do what everyone is also doing. There are people who want to do influencing. Now it's a thing now, being influencers and all. And they want to thrive on what others did that worked for them. And guess what? I always say this, even for the people who wanted to thrive on some kind of probably negative story or some dramatic stuff, at some point they switch from it.
Yeah.
So that should tell you that you'll not be able to thrive on it from day 1 to day 100.
True.
At some point, you'd want to do something more positive, something that is more fulfilling. And I've always been that type of person that if it makes me happy, I'm going all out for it. If it's happiness in a very legit way, I'm going all out for it. And so do not allow the glitz and glam of the space make you think that it's all rosy. No. There are days you will cry. There are days you would want to just hold someone like this and then strangle the person because the person is getting on your nerves. You get it? There are those moments and all of that. There are days that you'll be broke. There are days that, see, it gets tough sometimes. As in when you start, the first few years, it is really difficult trying to create a community for yourself that will support you and love you when it comes to whatever you put out there. But it takes time. I always tell people, my social media handles, I didn't create them in 2020 or 2021 or 2022. No. So when people, maybe they came across me on social media in 2020, 2023, 2024, and they think, okay, I just started and then boom, I have quite a number of following. Oh, no. No. My Instagram, for instance, is taking me over 13 years. Yeah. I started in 2013. I started in 2013. So my very first account was somewhere 2010, 2011, or 2012, thereabout. And I lost it. And I had to create another one. So that is what I've built over the years. And so every single person who follows me on there, they decided to follow me out of their own free will and support me. So it's not about doing anything too extra. Because if you realize my social media, even now I've tried reducing posting 20 pictures. There are times I just don't want to post at all. So you see, it takes time and you have to be patient. If whether it's influencing for brands or whatever, just build a certain community for yourself and make sure that it is genuine. So that in the long run, when everything falls into place, you'll be so proud of yourself. That fulfillment that comes from doing things from a very genuine place, nothing beats it.
Yeah. I recently watched the podcast and the lady said something similar about what you just said. That most of the time we see these successful people and we think it just took them a day, a year, 2 years. But we're not, most of the time you don't see what goes behind. Maybe before you were coming here, you cried. Nobody will know.
You will know. I will cry and wipe my face, put on my makeup, wear my wig, wear my outfit, and then just move. Because the world doesn't wait for anyone.
No.
So even as you are crying, you are wiping your tears and then you are moving on and then you're just going. Because I think initially I used to worry myself a lot. But then one time driving to work, I realized that Have you seen how the day moves by so fast? Sometimes when it's Sunday and the next day is Monday, you're like, Monday again. By the time you realize it's Friday and you're thinking, wasn't it just Monday just some seconds ago? So the world is moving really fast, and if you decide to sulk and then sit in your misery and not make a move, by the time you realize it's been 10 years and you're still at the same spot. So just make a move. Last, you'll be fine. You will be fine. You really will be fine.
No, that's very true. And I think I would encourage people, anyone watching this, to just don't look at, like you said, don't look at the person. Don't look at how nice it's looking on TV or media. There's a lot of battles they are fighting behind that smile. A lot
of battles. See, I was telling my co-host Gordon the other time that if only people knew some of the things that happen, behind the scenes individually. Sometimes it's not even happening to you, but to family, to friends, to loved ones around you. But you still have to pick yourself up, come on TV and have energy and smile and make their day. It's the reason I don't take for granted the people that love me for who I am and support what I do. Because, Reagan, you have no idea. You have no idea.
I understand, but I don't understand fully. Now, I mean, talking about all this, how would you say you've balanced being private with certain things and being in the public eye? Because, like you said, there's so many things going on behind who Anita is, but you can't show everything on the media. Like they will say, you can't share everything on TV, you can't share everything on Instagram and Twitter. Where do you draw the line? This is what I want people to see about me. This is what I want people to know about me. We're having, a few seconds before we came up, I was asking you, what is something you don't talk about? You were telling me, right? Where do you draw that line?
I think it's a very easy thing if you want to do it.
Okay.
And like I was telling you, there are certain questions, if you ask me and I feel like I don't want to talk about it, I won't talk about it. No one will put a gun to my head. Same way, if there are certain things I don't want to post on social media or share to the rest of the world, or I think the time is not right for me to be sharing it, I won't. And no one can force me. And that doesn't mean, you are such a private person. No. It's about knowing what you want to put out there and what you don't want to put out there. So right from the onset, I think my family, they want to mind their business. Nobody sends me to come and be on TV. So it's my own wahala that I am carrying. You get it? And I know how sometimes uncomfortable it is when you go to certain places and people may not approach you, but they are looking at you and, you are shy. It's a big space and then you don't even know how to walk. You don't know how to act. I still get that. I still feel that way. And I wouldn't want my mom and my dad to be going through that, be uncomfortable. Those who know my parents, they know. And previously, I used to post my family on social media, Snapchat, as far back as 2016, 2017. So those who used to follow me back then, they know. And my mates from as far back as junior high school, primary, senior high school, they know my parents. Some of them used to even come to my house and then they know my siblings and all of that. If you're my close circle, you know who you are supposed to know. I don't necessarily have to come and post them on social media and all of those things. For who exactly? The fact that I'm able to pick up her phone and talk to my mom or see her in person, I think that's all that matters. I'm the one who is in this space, who is in the limelight, and I think that is enough. Probably in the future, if I'm getting married or something, and then, we'll see. That's
that one we will see.
Even that, if I want to control it, I can control it, as in, but I feel like, it's up to us. There are people in this space who are equally extremely private, from their kids to their husbands or their partners. We don't know them, but they are still thriving. So it's up to you. If you want to keep it, you can. If you want to put it out there, which is perfectly fine as well, you can.
You don't overshare?
Sometimes I think I overshare.
You sure?
Hey, God, I think I overshare. Sometimes I really think I do. And for my Snapchatters or people who watch my stories, sometimes I feel like I
for Snapchat, I understand.
I feel like it's a very intimate place for me, and anybody who follows me there, they're like my family members. So maybe when I'm cooking and things, I'll share it, or I'm going shopping, I'm going here, I'm going there. Sometimes I share, but lately life has been, I'm stressed. That's the thing. Yeah. So I just tone it down and then just sleep more. Yeah.
Cool. 10 years in media. I'm sure you've learned a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
From the crying moments, from the laughing moments, from the money conversations, everything, right? What advice would you give to someone that wants to get into media, and specifically females? All the episodes I've recorded with females, I want them to address the females, because we have conversations about men a lot.
Yeah.
The females also need advice from people out there, right? Because I know it can be very difficult sometimes, because maybe there are very few people you can look up to.
Yeah.
What advice or what roadmap, let's put it that way, maybe someone wants to get into media now. You got a different story. You went for Miss Malaika, someone helped you. But last 10 years, what have you learned, and what advice would you give to them? Okay, do this. The journey is different from everyone.
Yeah.
Definitely, but there's a kind of blueprint some people can follow.
Yeah. I would say don't allow anyone to take advantage of you. Don't allow anyone, not even for the biggest of opportunities, allow them take advantage of you.
Yes.
Because in as much as there are some very genuine people, men and women, who would see your talent and want to support you, there are people who would also want to take advantage of you. And so you have to be very, very, very discerning to know who genuinely wants to support you and who wants to take advantage of you. And not everything looks as good as it seems. So if you get carried away easily by, oh, I'll put you on TV, oh, I'll make you a superstar overnight, that's a red flag. Because nobody becomes a superstar overnight. Not even the biggest musicians we have here. They've gone through the proper mill.
Yeah.
And now they come out as refined as they are. And so don't allow anyone to take advantage of you. And also it's not all about money. I was on one of the platforms and I was telling them that when I started, the amount I was taking per episode, now probably if you are shooting, or working with any company and they're paying you per episode, that is if it's on a contract basis, probably you'll be getting some 500 CDs or 200 CDs. But that 200 CDs was what I was getting at the end of the month. So when I put everything together, it was 200 CDs. So at that time, for me, it was good enough. And guess what? I never complained. I never spoke about it. I never said, oh, my money is too small, please add some to it. No, because that platform I had gotten, if I were to go through, so many, I would have had to go through so many years before getting it. But also I realized that the people I was working with, they were very genuine, and there was no way they were going to take advantage of me. I made sure that I had done my research, and also the person who even gave me that opportunity, I knew within my heart of hearts that if that place was bad, she wouldn't have pushed me there. And she had been, on her tracks trying to get me opportunity after opportunity, and this one finally fell through. And so if I've gotten the chance to do what I really wanted to do, why then should I be so money conscious? And I'm saying this from a very, very honest point, because when you start pushing for money, sometimes you end up losing certain opportunities. Sometimes you have to sacrifice, but not at the detriment of you struggling and you now, that this one day, I'm going to work, I'm working for someone. The money they are giving me is not enough, but I'm struggling. I don't have anyone to cushion me, be it parents or friends. And you are going to literally hop from trotro to trotro before you get to that place, go and work. And then at the end of the day, your life is very uncomfortable. For that one, I won't advise anybody. Recently, a young guy who is an influencer and he's my friend. So he called me and he was like, oh, he's gotten this opportunity and the people want him to do blah, 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 but the money is no good. So I asked him, my dear, when you sit down, looking at where you live and where the office is, if the amount of money they want to give you, you calculate it, you take your transportation out, what you eat, all of those little things, and you still be comfortable, then go for it. But if you sit down and you feel like this, it will inconvenience you. And at the end of the day, and he had already started something on his own that he was doing that it was picking up gradually. A few brands are working with him. And so I told him, if you think this is a plus and you want to look at it from the brighter side, based on my experience, and think that it will be a stepping stone to greater heights, I want you to sit down and think about it. what is really good for you. I've given you 2 options. If it will inconvenience you, I'll tell you, my dear, don't go for it.
Yeah.
If you think it's not also good enough and it's too good to be true and all of that, make your decision. But if you think it's going to help you and it's something that will open doors for you as well, and also don't forget to pray about it, make your decision. Yeah.
Brand influencing. Who's an influencer? Few minutes ago, we spoke about who a celebrity is. Who is an influencer?
An influencer. I think we have a lot of examples of influencers now. I think it's basically someone who is able to sell a brand to you and then be able to convince you to make a purchase.
Okay.
So sometimes, not necessarily even a purchase, but you can note it down and say that, okay, this influencer advertises this brand. I don't need it now, but I'm keeping this particular video or I'm bookmarking it. Later when I need it, I'll go and buy. And you definitely make that purchase. That is an influencer. Someone who's also able to move people from the social media space into, real life action of purchases.
Numbers come to play here.
Of course, numbers definitely come to play, but not in every instance. Yeah.
Explain.
Numbers do come to play because there are people who have a lot of following, but they may make a post or be influencing for a certain brand and will not be even able to get one person to go and buy. Are you still an influencer? I don't think so. There should be an action, and even if it's just one person. So, and somebody may have, let's say, 1,000 followers, may post, and then be able to get at least 1 or 2 people to go and buy that thing.
Okay.
That is influencing. You've been able to get someone to make a purchase or even go and follow the brand. That's you influencing.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to this, I asked this because I want to talk about money. People have interesting money conversations with these brands. What's it like, especially when it comes to negotiation with them?
Well, I have my rate card.
Okay.
So I have a rate card for event. I have a rate card for influencing and even being your brand ambassador. So I don't do the ones the Snapchat influencers do that, like, I think they have some way they call it demonstrative arts and all of.
Right.
I don't do that. So I look at building long-term partnerships with brands.
Okay.
Because the least I do for brands sometimes is a month.
Okay.
Yes, and even with that, some of them they go like, "Oh, your rates," but it's affordable enough. it's affordable. I'm affordable, and I always tell them we can always negotiate and make sure that we have a level playing field. And so I make sure that I let you know what I'm bringing to the table, and I always tell them once I'm associated with a brand, when things go south or what you are promising people, you do not get to fulfill it. It will come back to me.
Yeah.
So I make sure that whatever I am bringing to the table in terms of my rates and whatever money conversations we're having, I factor all of that in. It's more of the image that is associated to your brand as compared to what I'm posting on social media. So that's where I look at it from, and also what the brand offers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So say if, like the one you mentioned, maybe 1 month, say it's X amount.
Mm-hmm.
What are the decisions to decide that X amount?
So I look at so when I send you my rate card, you see that there are portions where it's either the client is giving me the content to just post. So it could be their own videos or artworks or flyers or whatever. And then also if I'm to create the content, if I'm the one creating it, that also counts with a different rate altogether. So I factor those things in and what the client wants. Because now these brands are woke. Let me use the Gen Z term. They are so woke. So they know what they want and they come in with their deliverables.
Yeah.
And then they tell you that I want XXX done. They even have days they want you to post it. All of those things. And so if I'm putting all of that together, it comes with the rate I'm giving you. What you're expecting is what I give you, basically.
Okay. In the last 10 years, I want you to share a story with us. You can decide what story. It can be as detailed as possible.
A story about what exactly?
Yeah.
So career-wise or?
Yeah, career-wise, on TV, being a brand influencer ambassador, what has been like a very challenging moment?
A very challenging moment.
Like a very difficult one.
Challenging. Once we've been able to go through it, very challenging moment for me.
Maybe a moment you felt like, hey, is this really the path I want to be on?
Challenging moment. Me. I take life so simple. I don't stress myself. Like, because I think I'm the type that one moment I can be worried. And in a few minutes, once I sit in my couch, I put on the TV, I'm watching movies. Then I'm wondering, why was I even...
How do you do it?
See, if you don't do it that way, you go mad. You just go mad. So I try to snap out of things very, very, very quickly so that it doesn't eat me up. Because I'm in school. I'm back in school, and so I think it's like the most challenging thing I'm doing. I've been out of the classroom for God knows how long, and I didn't plan going back to school anytime soon. But I sat down, I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I think I should, So going back, I think it was very challenging for me. And I was telling my classmates, I was like, I haven't been in the class for long. And the last time I was in a classroom at a lecturer, a lot of people didn't know me. And I knew very well that coming back, a lot of my classmates are going to know me on TV.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking how I was going to blend in, how my conversation's going to be. So I told myself, Anita, put being on TV aside. In the classroom, you're not on TV.
Mm-hmm.
In the classroom, you're a student. The lecturers, you have to call them either doc or whatever it is that they want you to call them. And you have to make sure that you make as many friends as you can. Because during my undergrad, if I didn't have friends in school, and because I had started TV or I was doing pageantry and I thought that, me this.
Okay.
See, I would have suffered because my friends held me down so bad. They held me down and made sure that days that I had to go and record and I was missing lectures, they would take notes for me, let me know, we have to do this, we have to do that. And so I was like, no. So the class, there's nobody I'm not cool with. All of them. I made sure that I am friends with all of them because if not, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
Really, really struggle. So I think it's been the most challenging thing for me because in the last few weeks, for instance, having to keep up with going for class after work because on a normal day after work, I'm going home to rest, be in class till as late as almost 10 p.m. and all of that. I think that has been the most challenging thing for me. But I'm also excited about the fact that I've been able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Other people have been able to do it. People have done it.
Yeah.
So it's not like, it's anything special. But I am looking at it from a point where I had kept, postponing it. Oh, I'll do it this year. I'll do it next year. I'll do it this year. But just making up my mind alone and surmounting all the jitters I had and the nervousness, the nights before I started, I couldn't sleep. You get it. So it's one of those things, but I've enjoyed the process and I want to do it over and over again.
Why did you decide to go back to school? Funny enough, I'm going back to school in October. And I'm also thinking how I'm going to combine it because all my classes are in the evening. And I'm like, Charlie, after, just imagine finish recording. Why did you decide to go back to school though?
It was long overdue.
Okay.
For a space when you're comfortable and you're doing well, you think that, okay, that's it. But every day we learn. And I felt like I needed that additional boost, something different. I studied journalism and afterwards, I've been able to go through, working in different places and I've had a lot of experiences and all of that. But my academic side, I felt like, it was time to add on and then challenge myself. Because I had seen some of my mates go back to school. I had seen people who are not also my mates, but probably colleagues in the industry go back to school. And it was not about the fact that other people are doing it, so I want to do it. No, if it were about that, I would have done it a long time ago. We get it. But I needed the right time and the right frame of mind to be able to do it. And I had also been at Media General for this year marks 5 years.
Okay.
I wanted to go back somewhere 2021. I felt like no. I wanted to be at Media General for some time, have some solid number of years before I decide that, okay, I can be allowed to not be on certain shows because of school and all of that. And thankfully, my bosses have also been so supportive, honestly, so supportive. I had to be off the evening news so that I can do this. And, it's been good. It's been good.
All the best.
Thank you.
2 more questions, and then we come to the end.
Okay.
You see, I promised you 1 hour.
So far, so very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some skills people will need? And I'm asking this because the TV job seems a lot. Me, I can't do that job. Even
You
this
can. Once you're doing this, you can.
Thank you, Anita.
You can overdo it, honestly.
We'll talk about that later. What are certain skills people need to master to get into this space? Definitely they'll learn on the job, but what are certain key things they need to look out for?
You need to be able to think on your feet. You really need to be able to. That and multitasking. It's two qualities that you need. Because if you're unable to think on your feet, imagine being on air and then you have your talk back in your ears and then there's some breaking news. And then as you are presenting, your director or producer is in your ears telling you that you are talking, but you have to listen and communicate what you are being told. It's not like recording that they can cut and tell you, oh, so and so is happening. Oh, say it. No. And imagine in a situation where, let's say, Ghana's most beautiful. The audience, they are chanting, making noise. You are being spoken to. It's a different type of skill altogether. If you're unable to do that every time, you fumble.
Yeah.
And there are times that the things I'm hearing in my ears saying, oh, God, oh. And I'm still talking. The moment the cameras go off and then probably we take a break, I'm like, Jesus.
Hey.
You have no idea. Because a lot goes on behind the scenes, or sometimes something has gone wrong. You know, probably the machines or something. Anything can happen behind the scenes. Anything. So quickly, you have to be able to think on your feet. Or sometimes there's a video that has to be played and it's not ready, or probably an error has happened, and so they have to make sure they correct it. You've said all you have to say already. Guess what? You cannot also repeat it. So you have to find a way to think quickly and then still engage people. It's you and the camera. You have to keep talking. They'll be telling in your ears, Anita, keep talking. So you keep talking.
I did one thing like this in church one time. It was a live show, and there was that thing in my ear. I thought it was going to be easy.
It is so not easy.
I was stuck at a point, even the people watching me, I was angry because they were still talking in my ear.
Yeah.
And like you said, if I'm listening to no, I can't. If I'm listening and I'm speaking, I'll probably be saying different things.
After a while, okay, probably because I've done this for years, I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to it and having a talk back, and you have to. And
do you have to filter what they are saying? Make sure, because what if they are telling you?
Yeah, so they can tell you a lot. My producer for Afternoon Show, for instance, he would want to give you all the details in your ears. And sometimes there are names. Especially now that, from December through to now, the political season is still a bit heated and there are a lot of things happening. And so probably we have to cross over and, see, like the day, sorry, I have to bring this in.
Feel free.
When Evangelist Mama Pat, her issue happened, we were on air when it happened, and I didn't know about it because we still had a live broadcast ongoing and it was breaking news. And so the news team came in and they're like, no, we have to cross over because we had our correspondent at the court and all of that. They were not giving us the information in our ears. You get it? And we had to, on the spot, talk to our correspondent. So imagine you can't think on your feet.
Yeah.
Even questions to ask. So even for a TV presenter, even if you want to do just lifestyle, I'll advise you, watch the news. Follow current affairs. I always tell people, there's nothing that happens in this space, be it politics, be it the normal drama on social media, that I don't follow. Oh, I'll follow. I watch, but I don't necessarily have to have an opinion. Whatever I think about the issue, it's in my head.
Right.
And you see that Twitter or X banter between the agenda boys. Oh, I follow it. Sometimes I enjoy it. I enjoy it and I laugh. You get it? Like recently, the two people that went on the dates that went south, I was following it. But you see, I will not come and say anything about it because everybody has an opinion. And once you take a side, the people on the other side, they'll come for you. So I'm like, let me just sit on the fence and enjoy So my favorite people like YouTube, I watch a lot of, from Headless to Scanty and Sheldon to Clement of Gossips 24, Derek yourself. I watch you. You get it. There are people I watch for serious things and people I watch when I want to laugh. Yes, and I get all of that. So for me, I follow everything so that in case you're on air and something pops up, and it could be that these people, they are doing their own thing, but it has escalated to a certain point that you have to probably not share an opinion necessarily on, but probably now it's in the news and we have to impromptu talk about it. You have a fair idea. And for Mama Pat's issue, for instance, is something I had followed court proceedings. I listened to other platforms that were, following it just to have a fair idea, just in case something pops up and then you have to report on it or talk about it. And it's a reason I always tell people this. If you don't follow, you'll be lost.
Yeah.
Really, really lost. Same way in December, I was thrown to Kumasi to go and report
on the elections.
So imagine, you don't follow current affairs issues. How do you go about it? Yeah.
Information heavy. That's what the industry.
You have to be saturated with a lot of information, but it's not something that you live off and then you always want to poke your nose into it or talk about it.
Let's talk about the election. The skills one we didn't finish. Sorry, guys.
Also, I mentioned thinking on your feet.
Yeah, multitasking.
Okay,
those ones. All right. The election. How safe is it? Like, because I was watching some of the videos. You guys, how heated it can be. Yeah, how heated it can be and all that. How safe is it? Like,
for where I work, we made sure that we're well taken care of, we're protected from where we lodged when we arrived in Kumasi. For that one, thumbs up, Media General. We outdid ourselves, honestly. And so initially when I was told, I was nervous. I was like, hey, I thought I was going to be in Accra and then do one polling station B and that's it. I've been thrown to Kumasi to report. So more like you have to visit different, communities and then report on it. But I was told I wasn't going alone. I was going with a team. So I knew that we had an assistance production. And also we have a base in Kumasi, Akuma FM. So we're going to work with our correspondents there and all of that. And they were amazing, from Evan Sinkum to Ibrahim, all the guys at Akuma. They were so supportive. We never moved alone. We had a car dedicated to us. At some point it got heated. Of course, elections, sometimes some people would want to do a few things here and there, but we manage. And it's all part of the experience. You need to sometimes have that part where you are running away. The part where...
You should see the beauty running past.
See,
the way she drip.
See, so I remember one of the nights I was somewhere in Asawasi and then Onia TV. So it wasn't just covering for TV3, it was for 3FM, Onia, all the affiliate stations. And then Captain Smart called me at 12. I was still looking, See, because I'm going to do elections, so I should not dress.
You have to, Sha.
They had given us the Election Command Center t-shirts and also I had a couple of them that I kept changing. But I made sure that I packed in a way that the top I'm taking, if it's white, the pants will suit it, my sneakers will suit it, my hair is looking good, do small makeup. Like Reagan.
I'm very interested. I saw the videos.
It's necessary.
Well, fair.
It's part of the job, how you look. So because I'm going to cover elections, so then, please, so we don't do that here.
Next 4 years, do you want to do it again?
Oh, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. But this time around, if I hear that Swas Katepe, I'll run very fast. This time around, I was trying to stay and then capture a few things. Say, people or our correspondents and our reporters who cover be it elections or demonstrations, when you see them, hug them.
Yeah.
Like, see, just tell them something, appreciate their work, because it's not a joke. Yeah, when you see some kind of, disturbances here and there, and that is the news. That is what you have to actually go for. It's not a joke. If I'm to do it again, of course I will. It was fun at the same time, it was. I had a lot of fun too. Yeah.
Okay, last question. What's your take on the current media space?
What's my take? I think we've grown. We've really, really grown. And I love the fact that we're allowing people to be themselves, be more expressive. And in as much as traditional media is and will always be like that go-to for information, a lot of the media stations are also heavy on the digital front. If you check our socials, for instance, that's TV3, you realize that we have crazy numbers. So imagine if we decided to just capitalize on just the traditional space we have and think that because we are number one, which we are, that is enough. No. And so it's beautiful to see the growth and seeing also a lot of young people going that route and creating their own channels and providing employment for other people, tapping into talents that ordinarily they may not have had the space on traditional media because of the kind of content they want to create. And so there's a lot of room for everybody. But I also think that in as much as we're growing and all of that, we should let people who are trained for the job do the job. Even though there are people who are not trained and they can definitely support, they can be put in certain places. We are sometimes overlooking people who really trained and went to school for it. Maybe. So the thing is, how I see it is that some of the media stations think that, okay, if you've gone to school for it, doesn't mean you can do their job. Sometimes there's someone who isn't trained for it, but when you put a person on TV or on radio, how they can go about it, you get it. And so as I'm telling the media stations as well, people who are trained for it, make sure you're getting some experience on the side. Make sure you're showing why you really have to be given the opportunity. If not, the ones who are not trained will always get the platform and be on. And so let's balance it nicely. A bit of both worlds. You get it. And I love the fact that for platforms like TV3,
I'll say something after.
Platforms like TV3, we're pushing the talents we have. The content is being pushed, but the people are also being pushed and giving good opportunities to be able to explore and become the best versions of themselves. And so we're doing well. There's more room for improvement, definitely. We can do better.
Yeah. Someone would think TV3 has sponsored us because this is the second week we're having someone from TV3.
Oh, no. It means we're doing well. And so you want, our people. So
that's true.
It's just...
Aja,
hey, now you're calling me Amekia.
Anita, thank you so much for coming. I really, really appreciate. You have a busy schedule and you make time to come. We are still growing. We appreciate the time. There's final 7 questions.
Hey.
And a mystery element. Yeah, I know I liked you. I said last question. Final 7 questions is just, like a this or that. Fast question. Not a this or that though. What's the lesson life had to teach you the hard way?
Lesson life had to teach me the hard way. Don't trust people. Like, very easily.
Okay.
Yeah. I have trust issues. Oh, me, I do. It takes so much for me to trust someone, Yeah.
What's a skill everyone should learn, but most people don't?
A skill most people should learn, but most people... A skill. Being able to cook your own food. Like, make your own food. It's a basic skill, I think. Everyone, at least some small Indomie, some, making some small sauce with some rice, media. Because it's not every time that, someone will cook for you. What if you don't have anyone? You be eating out? Yeah, I think so. You don't know how to cook, that's why you're doing. Then you have to start learning how to cook.
Oh, the Indomie, I can do it.
Okay, then at least you can survive.
Yeah. Shade power. If you could time travel, but only once, where or when would you go to?
Where? Hey, do I want to go anywhere? When I time travel, okay, maybe I would want to. Charlie, I don't want the time to even move fast. But okay, if I were to time travel, probably get into my 40s. Yes, get into my 40s and see what exactly is happening. Will I be fabulously rich? Like, am I touring the world? Okay, let's come back here. Yeah, so maybe, try and sneak peek. If I'm not there yet, then it means I have to work harder. Yeah, but if I am, then I'll relax.
If you weren't doing what you do now, what would you be doing?
I'll be a teacher.
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I love to talk, and I enjoy doing it. Yeah, teaching, I love it.
If you could send one message to the entire world, what would it be?
Let's learn to mind our business.
Don't trust people and mind your business.
Yeah, mind your business. And drink a lot of water.
Okay. If you could have dinner with yourself, your younger self, what would you say to her?
Oh, I'll tell her I'm so proud of her.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm so proud. So proud. So proud, honestly, because in this kind of space, it takes a lot to be, how do I even put it? It really does take a lot to be in this space, but not be in this space.
Okay.
More like, yeah, you're on television and all of that, but, not be everywhere, not be at every event. It's tough. Sometimes I get the invitations all right, but sometimes I'm like, I feel lazy, small, you get it, having to get ready,
Yeah.
But sometimes too, I show up. And so, yeah, the attention that comes with what I do is from where I work, but not like trying to do too much. And so I'll really tell her that I'm so proud. I'm so proud of her for not giving up. I'm so proud of her for how far she's come, and the fact that she really stayed, grounded. Yeah.
Younger Anita, we are proud of you. If you could invent one thing to make life easier for yourself, what would it be?
Invent one thing. Really? Invent one thing to make life easy. Maybe a robot that will cook and iron for me. So when I get home, the robot has cooked, ironed, cleaned, like domestic stuff, everything done, and I don't have to lift a finger.
Stress headache.
Yeah.
I get you. Okay, question for Majuanuela.
Okay.
Let me look for it for you. This question is very difficult. So if you can't answer, you just tell her you can't answer.
A question from Ajua, how?
I like asking questions, but I don't like asking questions.
She came here on Wednesday, so.
If you had the chance to erase a memory from your life, what memory would that be and why?
Wait, did you tell her she's asking me?
No, she didn't know
Oh,
until
she doesn't
after
know.
she finished, yeah.
Erase a memory. There are certain people I would want to erase. Like certain people I want to erase from my life. Like they're in the past too, but I will
You still erase them.
The way I'll erase them. I'm not the type that burns bridges, but there are certain people that bridge, I've broken it totally. Like, there are certain people that if I have to meet them, or if I were to meet them again in my life, I'll just pass like this. Oh yeah. It's what, I'll erase all the memories with them and I'll erase everything. But we thank God for grace and mercy.
Yeah,
So
always learn from it.
yeah.
Please
We're
record
good.
a question for our next guest.
Hey,
I don't know who it is.
okay. Question.
Please hit record.
Wait, let me think about it.
Okay.
Question. Okay. Okay. So my question is, what's one thing you've done in your life that absolutely nobody knows about it? To you, it's between you and God, but it's something you still think about. I'd want to know. And you have to tell me. If not, I'll come here.
Who the next guest be?
That person is in trouble.
Hey, God. When I recorded with her, I was like, maybe I should stop doing this because it's getting tough.
Yeah. I'd want to know what that person says. Yeah.
To be honest, we don't know who the next guest is, so let's wait and see.
Yeah.
Wow, Ajwa, thank you so much.
Hey, you're still calling me Ajwa.
Hey.
Is Ajwa your girlfriend?
No,
Hey.
this part is not staying.
No.
I'll edit this video myself.
No. Wait. Because No,
No,
that's something you're not telling us.
No.
Hey.
I'm a married man.
So you're married?
Yeah.
Oh,
soon to be married. I think we should end the podcast.
No. This is where I take turns and then also find out certain things about you.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you're married or you're about to get married?
Soon. Maybe.
Soon. So you have a girlfriend?
I think so.
Oh God, I'm heartbroken for her.
For
Please,
who?
we are sorry.
For who?
Your girlfriend. But you have, for a nice guy like you should have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. My mother's watching this, I'm shy.
Hey!
Anita.
It's either your girlfriend is Ajua Luela or your girlfriend is called Ajua. So you've always called her Ajua, sir. I feel baby Ajua.
What day is Ajua born?
Monday.
No, my girlfriend is not a Monday born.
She's which day?
You see that camera over there, right?
Which day?
Please tell them to subscribe.
Oh, good.
Please tell them to subscribe.
You have different girls. How
How many
girlfriends you have?
One.
Yeah. We'll take it like that. You know you're lying, but you said I should tell them what?
To subscribe.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Please subscribe to this channel. Don't just come and watch and go. No. You subscribe, you share, press the like button, like the YouTubers have been saying. Yeah. So do all of that and keep watching Reagan.
We'll catch you guys in the next one.